What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today we're going to be talking about the one most important feature for Legend ZA that pretty much every single person wants to know. Pokemon Legends ZA was announced, and since then we've had no further updates other than it's probably coming out next year. There was a major data leak that happened in August 2024 to Game Freak headquarters, in which over 1 terabyte of information was stolen from their servers, of which included personal financial data, old mock-ups and artwork of previously unreleased beta Pokemon that never saw the light of day from Gen 3 through 6. And supposedly, there's a functioning early build of Pokemon Legends ZA that some people have already played. I'm not going to talk about any details about any of that, except for this one thing. And I guarantee there's not a single person on the face of the earth that's going to think of this as a spoiler. Is back. This is coming as leaked information, however, it should be taken with a grain of salt. This information was provided by a notorious, sometimes right Twitter account, Centro Leaks, in which they say Pokemon Legends ZA Leaks Part 2, I don't plan on covering Part 1. Stunfisk is in the game, sorry if I ruined that for you, I don't think I did. The shiny sound from PLA is back. The leaker says the game was very enjoyable, even with the lag. The leaker is not planning to release any more details about this game, and for that, I'm thankful. But this, the shiny sound is back, is huge. You know me, you've been following me. Since 2016, I don't cover a lot of leaks, especially ones that are this far out and this potentially true. This is a behind closed doors, one person has this and is able to share some privileged information amongst a small group of people in a really chaotic Discord. But the shiny sound being back is a very important thing to talk about. In Pokemon Legends Arceus, there was even a side mission that you got yourself a shiny Ponyta. That kind of stuff hasn't been handed out since Gold and Silver. Yes, I know there's a few other times, but that's one of the most notable ones back in what, 2001? 2000. The year 2000, that's when that happened. In Pokemon Legends Arceus or Arceus, depending on when you were born, that game featured this mechanic that notified you anytime this sound was played and you were within a certain spherical radius from that Pokemon actually spawning in. You didn't even have to see it. But typically, when you hear that sound, you immediately stop what you're doing and you're like, okay, where'd it go? And because of the way the map was generated, it was highly unlikely you were actually going to be losing that shiny Pokemon. This was also the first game that let you just plop down a save in case you failed catching it, which I'm thankful that that made it into Scarlet and Violet, but the sound, or any substitute of which, did not. If you're a casual gamer and you happen to come across that sound in PLA, it was a magical time. Many people's first shiny Pokemon was in that game because the game told you it was there. However, in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, those Pokemon didn't have a sound. There wasn't a substitute. There wasn't a glisten. There was nothing. And because of that, casual fans had trouble telling them apart. People who shiny hunted had so much trouble telling them apart, so much so that they went back to older games to go shiny hunt as it was more enjoyable. People with different degrees of color blindness made it almost impossible for them to differentiate between the shiny variant and the regular Pokemon out in the wild. Heck, me, I have perfect vision, I have LASIK, I have hardware upscaling, I have color grading. I was barely able to tell the difference between a shiny Tauros and a regular, having to do with the mattness of its mane. Are you kidding me? But this feature coming back is huge. That's the reason I'm talking about it. That's the reason I hope this is true, and not just for me, but also for you. I want to know what you think. Leave a comment down below about how you feel about the situation. I don't plan on covering any more leaks just because I don't want to ruin the magic of the game for myself or for you, especially this far out. If you want to write a comment down below but you don't know what to write, just leave the star emoji for the sake of engagement. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, Austin John out. And look, video didn't need to be 8 minutes. We didn't make it 8 minutes. Wrap it up.
Man, they see me shining like I got the charm. Stay strapped, got that jet ball in my palm. Felt from the sky, guess I'm the chosen one. And if you need to know how, check out Austin John. Champion flow, yeah. I got that champion flow.